Hello again. This is Peter Bodo for Tennis.com. I'm here once again with Nick Bollettieri, now describing himself as the raspy-voiced Italian in a brand new linen jacket that he received as a birthday present. Nick, women's semifinals tomorrow. Leads off with Caroline Wozniacki against Vera Zvonareva. What do you make of that one?
Well, that'll be an interesting match because a lot of people sort of doubted why Caroline was really number one. She's erased a lot of those negative feelings. She moves extremely well. She hits the ball up on the rise, and she's a competitor. First serve is excellent. Once in a while, the second serve gets very, very tentative. When we go over to Vera Zvonareva, who trains at the academy, she's a hard-nosed girl, too. She hits everything up on the rise. She's very offensive, and she also moves extremely well. Now, remember, Vera's a very good doubles player as well. I think tomorrow, if they played back at the baseline, Caroline might have a little bit of an advantage because I think she has a little bit more firepower. I think that Vera has to go in some, but remember now, if this wind is blowing again tomorrow, that could have a negative effect and a positive effect on who plays more cautiously, who knows how to utilize the wind to be a benefit or to work against them. So I've got to give Caroline a little bit of the advantage, but there could be an upset tomorrow.
Alrighty, now in our second match, we have Venus Williams going up against Kim Clijsters. By any stretch of the imagination, that is the marquee match tomorrow. Venus is playing some great tennis coming in here. How much of a chance does she have going against the defending champ?
Well, I tell you, if Venus stays back at the baseline and goes beep, 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 she'll probably lose. Kim Clijsters will not lose the battle from the baseline, Peter. She hits with a little bit more spin, and if the wind is blowing tomorrow and Venus stays back, that advantage goes to Kim Clijsters. I believe that Venus has to attack some. Even though it's windy, she's going to have to force the issue. Now, the big thing is, Venus can have a great serve, or the serve can go downhill. If she doesn't serve well tomorrow and cut out those forehand errors, the advantage goes to Clijsters. You know, I travel with the Williams. I know them extremely well. Kim Clijsters is ready to take this title again. And if this weather, and I have to repeat it, the weather could have a major bearing. Weather conditions perfect, no wind, enabling Venus to get in, advantage goes to Venus. Also remember this, Venus hits her forehand very, very flat. And don't think Caroline doesn't know that. Again, if the wind is on Venus's back, and she has to move to hit a forehand, she's going to fly a lot of those forehands out. So I give the advantage, and this is difficult for me to say because I know Venus and Serena so well, but I have to say that Caroline will have a bit of advantage, especially if the conditions are not perfect.
Now, are we talking about Kim now or Caroline? Kim or Caroline? We're talking about Kim, right?
I'm talking about Kim.
Kim will have that advantage in it. Now, Nick, what do you make about the court speed issue here? You know, you got four players, you know, really different styles, all of them. Yet Roger Federer showed last night that if you can hit bullets in this, even in this wind, you can hit flat, hard. In fact, maybe it's somewhat of an advantage to be able to punch through the wind with a flatter ball. Do you see that as a factor in the women's match?
Not too many people can do that. There are not too many girls, although Schiavone hit that backhand above her shoulder. But if you have a one-handed backhand and the wind is up above your shoulders, most girls would have a difficult time bringing that ball down. Stosur hits the ball magnificently too, but she's quite strong. I believe last night the Soderling match was very interesting because he moved back behind that baseline 10, 12 feet, and also the commentators, Pat and Mac, both brought out huge swings from Soderling last night. The wind conditions were off the wall. A lot of forehands went out. However, last night Federer was magnificent. He hit the ball early, came over it with his backhand. In fact, when Soderling went with his two-handed backhand over to the one-handed backhand of Federer, Federer didn't care. Bing, bing, bing. And then once in a while, he gave the change of pace. Federer's serving awful well. He's coming in. He's awful dangerous.
Thank you very much. For Nick Bollettieri, I'm Peter Bodo for Tennis.com.